have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll. Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then, fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs. You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll. Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then. Fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs. You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll. Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then. Fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs.
Sursi Alduin Ukri. Today, Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krief Wolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
A glorious day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
The battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We've blooded him well. Four of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
None have yet stood against Alduin himself. Oh, Sorin, Birka.
They did not have Dragonrand. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. And if you are right, I will not need
we will
it.
deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Me, Tanudis, Him hind paliv, su'ur hindan.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
No use. Use the scroll, Feldir. Now.
Hold Alduin on the wing. Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater. By words with older bones than your own, we break your perch on this age and send you out. You are banished. We shout you out from all our endings unto the last. You are banished!
It worked. You did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
Aloki Nakib Silesur. My belly is full of the souls of your fellow mortals, Dovahkiin. Die now, and await your fate in Sovngarde.
Lost Funt, you are too late, Alduin. Dovahkiin, use Dragonrend if you know it.
Suleki Mulak, Par Franax. My power has waxed, while yours has waned. Av Uvdir, join me or perish with your mortal friend.
Use Dragonrend. It's the only chance to defeat him. Too strong on the wing. Bring him to gold with Dragonrend. Use the wind. Bring him to goal with Dragon Rend. It's the only chance to defeat him. Dovahkiin, Botteron, use Dragon Rend before Alduin consumes you. It's the only chance to defeat him.
My time has come again. Aluki Nakib Silesur. The souls of your fellow mortals, Dovahkiin. Die now, and await your fate in Sovngarde.
Lost Funt, you are too late, Alduin. Dovahkiin, use Dragon Rend if you know it.
My power has waxed, while you... I will perish with your mortal friends.
Use Dragon Rend, Dovahkiin. Bring him to goal with Dragon Rend. Ka!
past you, mortal.
Lot Kongrach, you truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory. Yes, one of his allies could tell us. Matmahus. But it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies, hmm? Yes, but your Sum is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need. Yes, this was ages ago, you understand. There were more of us then. Before the Bruniki, the Akaviri came and killed all my Zema. I used to visit him from time to time, nearly crazed by loneliness and captivity. Tiraz Sivaz. He did not even remember his own name. I do not know how he came to be caught, but the Bronyun, the Jarl, was very proud of his pet, Pak. The Hofkosayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master: Fus, Faim, and Yol. Sum Ark Mora. Dremyol, which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus, Faim, or Yol? In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyek, power. You have it, as do all Dove. But power is inert without action and choice. Think of this as the fire builds in your Sum, in your breath. Sum Ark Mora. What will you burn? What will you spare? Lok Thum.
must watch over your battles, friend. What is it that you need? Mutual advantage. Any fool can see that. For centuries, we have benefited from the Empire's protection and prosperous trade with the South. In exchange, the people of Cyrodiil sleep peacefully, knowing their northern border is guarded by the fiercest warriors in all Tamriel. I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can. According to legend, although I never thought to put the tale to the test, Jarl Olaf One-Eye it was, who later became High King. They say he shouted it into submission in single combat atop Mount Anthor, and brought it back to Whiterun. Numenex was the dragon's name. That's his skull decorating the main hall. What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. Why would I agree to let a dragon into the heart of my city, after working so hard to keep them out? There must be another way. The risk is too great. Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I don't know about such things, but I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace? Then, Whiterun will stand with you, Dragonborn. We will take the risk and gain the glory, whether it be in victory or defeat. So what's the plan then? How do you intend to lure a dragon into the trap? Oh, well, I'll leave that to you. I trust you know your business. Probably for the best. It will give me time to see if that old trap still works, and break the news to the men. We'll be ready, don't worry. You do have a plan for actually luring a dragon into this trap, don't you? Now, if you don't mind, I've got a... to keep.
In the dream I was... I'm afraid there's a problem. A serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is. He's a dragon. Not just any dragon, but the right hand of Alduin, responsible for many atrocities during the Ancient Dragon War. The Blades have been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards, and then the Emperors. Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a Blade prevents me from offering you aid and comfort.
Haven't you been listening to me? All the old tales agree that he has some means to travel to Sovngarde itself. There, he devours the souls of the heroic dead to feed his power. You must find his portal to Sovngarde before he returns stronger than ever. Interesting problem. Yes. I've been poring over the records here in Skyhaven Temple.
An unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call. Ah, indeed. I'm no master of the voice, but it is written here in this scroll. Oda Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it. Came the flash of light just on the horizon, within the clouds that marked the border. It could have been lightning, but there was no thunder. In the dream, the sense of foreboding grew, but I could never wake up. Then it came again, this time more distinct, close. Definitely not lightning. Now it was orange, brilliant orange, the color of hearth and dawn. And a sound, too, just... and indistinct. Not thunder, something else. Something I should recognize, but in the dream I cannot place it. I want to leave my high place to seek shelter from what I don't yet know. In the manner of dreams, I cannot escape. I'm forced to wait and watch. Then, finally, realization and horror. You shouldn't be here unless you've decided to shout for Udaving from the Dragon's Reach courtyard. After that, it's up to you. Justice can be harsh, but it is still justice. Paarthurnax deserves to die. Paarthurnax was the author of many atrocities during the Dragon War, crimes great enough to be remembered for thousands of years. True, he turned traitor to Alduin and helped overthrow the dragon cult, but that does not excuse or expiate his previous deeds. Whether or not he has truly repented or merely acted to save himself, justice demands that he pay with his life. and then I will...
Do the right thing. Parthenax deserves to... If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us. Here's the big picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestors. He may have betrayed Alduin in the end, but that makes him worse, not better. We can't afford to give Parthenax the opportunity to betray us in turn and return to his old master. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion, the ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back.
Hey, did you say something?
My oath binds me, Dragonborn. Until Parthenax is dead, you aren't welcome here.
I heard you were at the wedding of the Empress Cut. In solitude. Gods, that must have been horrible. God, he might. But damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
Be careful.
You know... Whispering Lady, don't you? I can tell.
May the gods watch over. As I promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Be careful!
We're ready. You do have a plan for luring a dragon here, yeah? We're ready when you are. You do have a plan for luring a dragon here, yeah? ready when you are. Go ahead and call this dragon of yours. We're ready. Steady. Steady now. Undercover until it's down.
Overdeed, here I am.
Orvuta med Kodav, caught like a bear in a trap. Zokfrini grin Kograd Runviki, Dovakin. Ah, I forget. You do not have the Dova speech. My eagerness to meet you in battle was my undoing, Dovahkiin. I salute your, low cunning in devising such a Gra Min Dol stratagem. Zuulbonar, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. In Sir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Renik Vaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him. Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesur, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free? Serve you? No. Need id. If and when you defeat Alduin, I will reconsider. Croesus. There is one detail about Skuldafn I neglected to mention. Only this. You have the Thuum of a Dova, but without the wings of one, you will never set foot in Skuldafn. Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this.
Sir, you have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity. I would be most appreciative if you would permit me to perform some, tests on you, purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Be gone, mage. Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
I assure you, you will not even notice me. Most of them are hardly painful at all to a large dragon such as yourself.
Farengar, very bad idea, even for you.
Surely you wouldn't miss a few scales, or a small amount of blood.
May, what are you doing back there?
Farengar, enough, fool! You'll be the toast of Whiterun for this. Now, if you don't mind, the city to...